everybody. You're looking live on tape from a gorgeous day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I do say gorgeous, but rain is definitely in the forecast. It looks awful out here. Rained all day yesterday, and I was cooped up in the house. So today I thought we need to get out there, hit a park, see what's doing. Thanks for joining me. Glad you did. Not really, no plan today. Just going to hang out. It is very, very busy here at the park. Rise of Resistance posted 240 minutes. That gives you any idea. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to get on any good attractions today, but we can definitely see if there's any new merch. Might get something to eat. Who knows? Might take the Skyliner over to Epcot. I don't know. Those of you that have seen my videos before, that's half the fun, is kind of seeing what kind of adventure we can get into. But thanks for joining me. Glad you did. Let's get to it. Now, one of the most popular questions that I see online, or people that friends of mine that ask me, is what's the weather going to be like ... whether it's next week, next month, next year, next couple days. And this time of year especially, from say early June on into fall, it's probably going to rain at least once a day. Doesn't mean the whole day is going to be wet. It just means that at some point during that day it's probably going to rain. Now yesterday was kind of unique that it was a complete, what I would consider a washout. It rained pretty much all day long down here. Sorry, that was very unusual. My phone actually came up with a temperature warning because it's so hot outside. It's about 95 today and said no mosque. I can't record anymore until you get me out of the sun. So I popped in here to Sunset Couture, but what I was saying is, even though yesterday was kind of a bit of a washout, I've been here at least 100 days during the summertime, and I think I've had maybe one or two that I considered complete washouts, like nothing, even if you went to a park, it's just pretty miserable because it's raining the entire day. More often than not, it's just about a 15 to 20 minute shower. So don't let that freak you out, but I highly recommend, if you watch some of my previous videos, either bring an umbrella or a poncho. I did a comparison of both. I'm not going to put it in the link because, number one, I won't remember. Number two, it's been one of my earliest videos, and I'm up to like 140 videos now, so there's no telling. But there's a whole debate back and forth, what's better, the poncho or the raincoat. But now that we're in here in one of my favorite gift shops, I have seen some new stuff. I'm going to flip you around and give you show you a couple new additions that I have not seen before. I have not seen that. I have that baseline tap house shirt. I've seen this over at Star Wars gift shop over at Star Tours. And I have not seen this at Hollywood. But I have seen it at Space Mountain gift shop. But glad to see some new merchandise. I did see a really, really awesome Nike pullover. Problem is it's 1,085 degrees today, and they didn't have my size, but it was pretty sweet. It's very simple. It's a black Nike pullover, Mickey symbol, and we have all these. That's half the battle. I mean, it's a good battle to have because I've got most of this stuff. So finding new stuff is getting harder and harder and harder. Very, very limited on the 50th stuff. Do see a bigger selection of Pride gear. I like these hats. I just don't think I can pull them off. This is kind of a new take on the partner's hat, the blue Nike one that I've got. This is just a Disney Parks one. Same concept, just not as good material, if that makes sense. I'll show you that Nike sweatshirt over here. I know, you got it. So it's kind of just like a really light sweatshirt. It's dry fit. It's got the Nike symbol on the shoulder. $85. But again, they don't have my size, shockingly. But man, I've never seen my phone do that before. It's kind of crazy. Like that. Oh, Tommy Bahama. That's probably 140. See if I can get in here and find out.
Of course, they had it my size here. I like the shirt.
I don't see a price, but I can promise you it'd be pretty high. That's about all the new merch I see over here today. Try to get back outside, but again, the temperatures are not helping me today with my camera, so bear with me. If worst comes to worst, I'll just switch it over to the GoPro. I brought that because, again, calling for rain at some point today. It said 1 o'clock, and we're on into 2 o'clock now. But that just goes to show you the hit and miss factor of the weather. A good shot of ye old Tower of Terror. I'm also playing around with my new gimbal. It's kind of like a newer model, the one I had, the DJI Osmo 3. I think this is the 5 now. And I have to say, so far, not as good as my other one, frankly. But still learning. I've only used it a few times, so still getting her broken in. And every time I come back here and I see that Phantasmic billboard, I get a little salty because you've had 2 years, Disney. 2 years. Let's go. And even though I won't ride this attraction, at least I haven't yet in my entire life, they do have one of the cooler gift shops. So we'll head in there, see if there's anything new. They have some weird stuff in here at times, like stuff that has no rhyme or reason. Everything from Haunted Mansion to artwork to Star Wars. But if you look closely, you can find some Tower of Terror merchandise. It is awfully busy, but oddly enough, the posted wait for Tower of Terror today was only 55 minutes when I walked by. So that's really not bad. Kind of want to head over there to that corner. Check out that artwork, but it looks like we're having a meeting over there. You do have some. Are you a real Disney fan if you don't have this bell somewhere in your house? I think not. It is super busy in here. Excuse me. I think part of it is they want the AC. Huh. I think I've seen that. Kind of cool. Like I said, a lot. Yeah, I'm not getting into the artworks. We're having a classroom meeting over there. However, a bit of bad luck there, but if you're ever in the neck of the woods and you have people in your party that ride Tower of Terror and you're not a big fan, at least check out the gift shop. Pretty awesome. Can't believe I'm going to have to say this, but I will. Was coming out of Tower of Terror. Had a guest sneeze, not cover her mouth, and I felt it hit my arm. How gross is that? So, rant of the day. If you feel a sneeze, and I get it, there are times where it'll sneak up on you, but 99% of the time you can cover up. Ladies and gentlemen. Again, didn't think I had to say that, but that's my rant of the day. I get it. You're in Florida. Florida doesn't recognize COVID, but it's still going on. So to the guest that sneezed on me, do better. This cloud's looking very ominous and it's starting to sprinkle now, so I think I'm gonna switch it over to my GoPro. I don't want to get my phone wet, especially it's already mad because it's 100 billion degrees out here. But just like that, see the cast member over there fighting balloons. It's really starting to get windy, really starting to pick up. I think for now, I'm gonna hunker down over here where I shot my intro, switch cameras, and I'll be right back. That'll give you a pretty good idea of what you're looking at right now on times. It's not terrible, not great. Park doesn't seem super busy, but it is starting to sprinkle now in earnest. That's why I swapped over to the GoPro. If you've ever heard me talk about my GoPro thoughts, I am friends with a couple other people that vlog and whatnot, and for the most part it's good. It's great at what it does as far as being an action camera, as far as being durable, waterproof, all that good stuff. I've taken it to the water park several times. Did a water park video just about a week ago, check that out, but that was all on GoPro. But for days like today, I always think about the time my girlfriend and I, this is before I even was vlogging, I have a really nice Sony camera. It's an A6100, and we were on the Safari, and I had just gotten my new zoom telephoto lens and was really excited to use it on the Safari. And it rained so hard that I was freaking out because I had my umbrella, my poncho, all that good stuff, but I was just really nervous about getting my super expensive camera wet. So then I was like, I'm gonna buy a GoPro. They're pretty inexpensive for what they are, I believe. I think it's a good value. I think the 10 is around $350 or $400 now. I had the 8, I think I paid around $300 for it. I'm upgraded now to the 9. And I'm sure there's tons of people on YouTube that do a way better job of comparing the pros and cons of each. For me, the 9 works just fine. Probably won't upgrade it again for a while, but definitely if you do intend on vlogging in Central Florida, I'd highly recommend a GoPro, simply for days like today where it's gonna rain. You know it's gonna rain, and that way your phone or your DSLR is not in the elements. Now, right beside the Indiana Jones experience, they have a Indiana Jones gift shop, and it has been closed since COVID. Can't see anything in there, but I have heard there are some new Indiana Jones really cool looking merch. Maybe we can check that out, see if we can find it. Also, we've been meaning to try the Primetime Cafe. It's been years since I've eaten there, maybe 10 or more. But they do have a lounge, which a lot of people don't know about, that is walk up. Kind of poke in there. Really good air conditioning. Big fan of some good air con. Now, one thing I can tell you about the GoPro that you probably already can notice is that the audio is not great. And I do have a media mod microphone, which if you're familiar with GoPros, you understand what that is. However, it's almost like it's great when you're facing the camera forwards, but a lot of times I'll walk behind it and talk, and I'm sure you could hear the drop off in quality. And it doesn't really help that issue. So that's one issue I definitely have with the GoPro. Not really sure why this turned into the tech show, but here we are. Like I said, that's half the battle, or half the fun. It's not quite knowing what we're going for, and then when you're here, you just kind of get into it. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it. I was gonna hop on the Skyliner, head over to Epcot, and maybe hit Boardwalk or Beach Club, but this weather's really got me thinking when the lightning happens, Skyliner gets shut down. So I think we're gonna call it a day here at Hollywood. Might go out later this afternoon. Just really want to see what this weather's gonna do. It's one real good advantage of living so close. Go back to the house, regroup. If you feel like weather's passing us by, head back out. Especially now I've already scanned into Hollywood, so go to any other park. I might actually hit up Animal Kingdom. That's probably my favorite late afternoon park, just because it's a little bit less stressful. A lot of people hit Animal Kingdom in the morning and then park hop, so maybe that's an option. Thanks for joining me, glad you did. If you liked what you saw today, make sure you subscribe. If you loved today's video, or even somewhat like today's video, hit that thumbs up button. If you hated what you saw today, blame people that won't cover their noses when they sneeze. I don't know. As always, folks, keep the parks clean.